will warn you, it's 300 milligrams. You might feel
a little bit
sensation.
11.
What is going on, guys? Before I get into this video, I just want to announce the giveaway winners for November for the Young LA giveaway that I do every single month. So if you guys are new to the channel, in the previous giveaways, I've gave one person $600 every single month, basically for just using my code on any restocks or basically any drops throughout the month. So obviously this month was really big in terms of Black Friday and shit. So my apologies for, pushing a bunch of sales on you guys. I hate doing that shit, but it's basically the biggest sale of the year. So thank you so much for sticking with me and supporting me. And if you use my code, I truly fucking appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. But I'm gonna throw up the 3 winners on the screen right now. So I'm doing it differently this month. Instead of giving one person $600, I want to give 3 people $200. Basically just give more people opportunity to win. So if you guys do want to enter these giveaways moving forward, I'm gonna keep doing it every single month. Don't worry if you didn't win, because in this video I'm literally just gonna give one of you $50 for commenting on this video. On top of that, if you guys don't win that, because I'm gonna announce that in the next video, drop a comment as well, because I will give one person a $100 gift card for anything from Huge Supplements. I'm gonna give a $100 gift card to one of you basically for commenting. So I'm gonna continue doing this every single month, because I personally would not be where I am today without all of your guys' support. So anyways, let's get into the video. In this video, I want to kind of go over a bunch of things in terms of what I didn't know when I first started in the gym, because I know a lot of people these days, especially with content on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, literally everything, everyone's trying to do the exact same thing. And for one, that's a big thing, is being unique, right? You want to be unique. Obviously, that's not to do with the gym, but that's going to set you apart from other people making the exact same content, because you go on your Explore page now, everyone is literally doing the exact same thing, whether they're posting a workout, posting their physique, maybe it's a meme, whatever. Don't always look at the numbers. Like, you're gonna have videos and you're gonna have pictures that do exceptionally well. Like, you're gonna have different posts that just blow up, but then you're gonna compare like your previous stuff or posts that did really well to the ones that are doing shit, right? And then that's just gonna fuck with your guys' head so much. And I need to take a sip of this. I'm not buzzing yet. Woo! Damn! A gym mistake that I would say that I didn't do was not taking enough progress photos when I was first starting, because it will be so motivational for you guys and inspiring for other people once you post your content. That's a big thing, man. It can help you. Obviously, physically, that's a big part of, bodybuilding and wanting people to follow what you're doing. But at the end of the day, like, if you're not building your mentality and your work ethic, your discipline, then none of it's gonna matter, right? So, was it 2? Yeah. Now, this is probably self-explanatory because it's in the title of the fucking video. But if you guys aren't going to the gym, that is probably one of the big mistakes anybody can make in their entire life. Like I was saying, in the car mentality, that's gonna build your relationships, your work ethic, everything like that. So just go to the gym. Go to the gym. I will warn you, it's 300 milligrams. So you might want to be aware. You might feel
a little bit
sensation. Oh yeah, you're gonna go bonkers.
Guys, like, I'm gonna hover like buzzing around the gym.
Hey, Couture with that. Honest review. It's good. It's good.
Subtle, but it's like, it has flavor. 11.
11. This girl's up good. 11.
You can get 30 million views after doing 1 million view per short, rather than getting like 10 million views for one 30-minute video,
That would be a big thing, actually. It would be like, for me not knowing what to do if I first started making content like right now, would be to kind of diversify yourself into Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, like you were saying, so that you can basically just fill up all of your content with all these different social media like avenues and stuff. If you just, it's like putting all of your eggs into one basket, right? You're only gonna get so much out of that. So you put it into different baskets, you're gonna get more out of it. So. Another thing I didn't really know when I first started in the gym was actually training closer to failure, but also with heavier weight. So for anybody who's new to the gym, what you're gonna do, right? You're gonna look up how to train properly. You're gonna train in an 8 to 12 rep range every single workout. That's okay. Like you're gonna see gains from that, but you guys start doing heavier reps. Like when I started this workout, I did dumbbell shoulder press for like 3 by I think 6 to 8. So I'm working in those heavier rep ranges and I'm progressively overloading that way. So keep that in mind. You wanna have like heavy and light days, but you wanna push close to failure, but not always to failure, because then you're not gonna be able to make progress like in the long term, because you're always gonna be gassed and your recovery is gonna be like, you're just not gonna recover as good basically. So keep that in mind when you're training. Train hard, train heavy, fuck hard. 200 pounds. I was 200 pounds this morning.
Right now, right?
This morning, yeah. That's crazy, bro. I'm gonna go down to like 175 on stage, yeah.
That's gonna be stupid.
Fucking right. What do you want me to do? You having fun?
So much fun.
That's a big gym mistake for all you beginners out there. Go to the gym, you make friends, you meet people, better real estate. I know I mentioned the gym, but I would honestly say one of the biggest things that I regret not doing when I first started lifting was actually talking to people at the gym. Most times, the biggest people in the gym, like the big bodybuilders, whatever, those people are gonna be the nicest people to talk to, and you're gonna learn so much from them. So go talk to people, make friends. That's how you're gonna make relationships and build yourself as a person as well. So. Now guys, if we're talking about things to do within the kitchen and within your diet about stuff I didn't know when I first started going to the gym, is that there isn't an anabolic window, okay? There's no set time frame that you have to get in your post-workout meal, but I would say it is very beneficial to get in some good carbs and a lot of protein as soon as you can. Like you don't have to get it in 20 minutes, 30 minutes after your workout. There's no set time frame, right? A lot of people out there on the internet, or at least when I first started, they said, as soon as you go home, make a protein shake, whatever. You don't have to do that. You just need to have a protein source, and you want to get in a good amount of food to kind of replenish your muscles, right? You're tearing it down in the gym, and then in the kitchen, you're building your muscles back up, you're fueling yourself properly, right? So I love having some quick digesting carbs, basically some cereal. I threw in 1 scoop of huge whey cookies and cream. Kind of tastes like ice cream in a way. Kind of like vlogging. I miss vlogging sometimes. In this camera. How important is your pre-workout meal? Tell the people that don't know. You just started. You're a great example, actually.
Oh,
you just started training.
Yeah.
No, you just started training 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That's still, I would consider beginner in there, in that kind of range.
Yeah.
How important is your pre-workout meal?
Very. Like if you want to fuel your workout.
So what would you do if you would tell someone? If you were to tell someone for the first time, what should you kind of incorporate in your diet? Either before or just in general before you start training?
Honestly, like I do my pre-workout meal differently. So like I'll usually have 2. So I'll have one like 2 to 3 hours out that's a lot more dense.
Yeah.
And then I'll have one maybe 1 hour to 45 minutes out that is a lot lighter but high in carb. Like,
so like quicker digestive.
Yeah,
basically.
fast digestive carbs.
Yeah.
So something like rice cakes.
Yeah.
Honestly, cereal, high in sugars.
Yeah.
Right.
Clean carbs.
Yeah.
No, that's perfect the way you said it though, because like quick digesting before and after is very important, because you don't want to have, for an example, when I used to play hockey, I used to have the biggest bowl of pasta possible before like going on the ice, because I'm burning so many calories, but I'm so bloated for the first period, so I would not have 200 grams of spaghetti before workout. Yeah, prioritize your diet because it will improve your gym performance. I know this is about like the gym and what I didn't know about the gym, but the diet kind of they go 2 and 2 together, right? It's literally 50-50 in a way. You want to give 100% effort to both, but can't have one without the other. So. Damn, bro. Look at this shabba-labba-ding-do. Oh my God. Damn, bro. Let me put a little on that, bro. Bam. What is going on, guys? I'm currently cooking my fourth meal of the day. This kind of brings me to, I guess, my next kind of gym mistake. This is more of the diet again. If you fail to prepare, you better prepare to fail. So what I'm trying to say is, if you guys are in school, or if you guys have a 9-to-5 job, or if you're super busy during the day, you can't make your meals, meal prep. For fuck's sakes, meal prep, guys, all right? Please. If you don't have to make full meals. You can literally just go into your fridge, or sorry, into the grocery store, buy the meat, buy all the shit you need, and then just meal prep it in like sections. So I have all of my chicken in here, I have all of my rice in this fun little container here, I got some turkey in there, we also got diet root beer, the goat. That's probably a big thing if you guys are cutting. This isn't really a gym mistake, but don't drink your calories. I guess that's a mistake. Don't drink your calories. If you're trying to cut, like, don't drink them. If you want liquid calories, get diet root beer, diet Coke, stuff like that. Don't worry about aspartame. It's okay. If you actually do your research on it and you look it up, it's not that bad for you in terms of, you know, causing cancer and all that bullshit that they talk about. But yeah, meal prep yourself ahead of time. You can bring it to class. You can bring it to work. If you're running late on time, you can throw that into the microwave, aka radiation, whip that bitch up. Back in the day, this is why I say I didn't really know this when I was growing up, because I would go to school like every other human being on the planet, right? I would go to school, I would come back, and because nothing was ready to eat, basically, I would 9 times out of 10 go to Wendy's, Tim Hortons, or some type of fast food, okay? I say Wendy's and Tim Hortons because I was broke as fuck and I didn't have any money, so that was like the cheapest thing on the market. JBC was like $2 in the back of the day. That's fucking crack. Whoa, look at this shit. Look at this shit. We got like some egg whites, 2 whole eggs, 170 grams of chicken, and like 400 grams of rice, or 300 grams of rice in here. Pretty big meal, probably my biggest meal of the day, but kind of brings me to another big thing that I didn't know when I first started going to the gym, and that was carbs aren't actually a bad thing. Like, you can have them even if you're cutting, you're trying to lose weight. You don't have to go on keto, you don't have to do any of that stuff. I've talked about it before. I'm not against keto, guys. Like, if you want to do keto, go for it, but in the long run, I bet you're gonna feel so much better if you have some carbs in you and you fuel your body properly. All right, sorry, I'm off cracking a bean right now. It's crazy. I'm obviously joking when I say that. Please don't take me serious. Don't be afraid of carbs, man. They're gonna fuel your workouts. You're gonna feel amazing. You're gonna feel fucking jacked 24/7 because you're gonna feel more full, right? Carbs give you that type of full sensation. So whenever someone says that they're depleted, that's because usually they're low on carbs, because their glycogen levels, they're super low. So when you're getting a pump in the gym, you're using the carbs, the glycogen to pump up the muscle. So if you have ever gone like a week low carb and then you hit a workout, it's pretty much ass. So if you go in the mirror right now and you put your camera like this and you just look at yourself in the mirror, if you have like a mirror right here and you look at, yeah, it looks like ass. You don't want to do that. The pumps are absolutely horrendous unless you're competing or some shit like that. I'm freaking, this 3D man from the gym, no joke, got me cracked right now. Shout out Christian Guzman, man. Shout out, I'm not even sponsored by this shit. I should be. But anyways, I'm gonna finish cooking this shit. Look at this shit. Oh my God. Oh. All right, guys, so to end off this video, I want to just quickly go over a couple more things in terms of what I didn't know when I first started in the gym, and I'm just gonna basically do a voiceover while I go through this leg workout. So obviously we already talked about a lot of the big things in terms of social media, in terms of dieting and that kind of thing. Now, I know I talked a little bit about going heavier in the gym, and that's probably a really big thing that a lot of beginners don't do, is they don't go heavy, right? Because they get scared. Obviously, make sure your technique and your form is spot on before you actually decide to go heavy, because if your form is absolutely horrendous, then you're just going to end up hurting yourself. So obviously, please form over technique, prioritize that, and then start going up in weight, because as you slowly start improving in the gym, and as you kind of get out of that beginner phase, you're going to slowly realize that you can only do so much at the higher rep ranges of like 12 to 15 reps, because at that point, yes, you're going to be building muscle in any rep range that you do, but you're going to really push yourself and gain a lot of strength when you do go in heavier rep ranges. So in this squat workout, for an example, I'm doing like I think this was a heavy 3x5 to 6 we did. So this is where having like a coach or someone there to kind of spot you or check your form is very important, because they'll see where you can improve and where you're currently making mistakes in your own current training program. So obviously, again, prioritize form, technique, tempo, that kind of thing in your workouts, and alternatively in your programming, because if that's not 100%, then when you up the weight, guys, like you're just gonna hurt yourself, and then you're gonna set yourself back even further, and you're gonna lose motivation, discipline, all this shit, and you won't even want to go to the gym. So that's a big mistake. Make sure your form, your technique is spot on. Have a coach, have a training partner if you can. They're gonna motivate you. They're gonna help you, get the hard stuff done basically on a daily basis. So now, if we're talking about training for aesthetics instead of strength, volume is a very big thing. So there is a thing called like junk volume. So basically, when you get to the upper end of, let's say, past, let's say 20 to 24 working sets, for an example, for the week for a specific muscle group, that is considered to be junk volume. Now, junk volume can be different, depending on the individual, depending if they're advanced, that kind of thing. So, junk volume for a advanced lifter, if you're, lifting very intensively for 10 plus years, your junk volume is probably going to be closer to, higher amount of sets per week. So like 25 total sets per muscle group kind of thing. And obviously it's dependent on the muscle group, the person, but if you're doing a lot of volume every single workout, that's probably not going to be the best thing, because you're not recover properly for your next training session. So that sort of ties into my next point as well, is that please prioritize recovery, guys, because if you are, let's say, training 7 days a week every single day and you're not taking rest days, you're going to feel super good off the start. Of course, anybody who is, following a new training program, going to the gym for the first time, you're going to feel super good, but then you're going to hit a plateau and you're going to hit a brick fucking wall, and it's going to feel like you've been ran over by a semi-truck, and then that semi-truck stopped, realized they ran over you, then reversed and ran over you again. Okay, you're gonna feel like absolute shit. So please prioritize your recovery days. I would highly suggest taking at least 2 every single day, especially when you're a beginner in the gym, because you're gonna be able to, like I mentioned, recover quicker, and you're gonna be able to, keep pressing heavier weight in the long run. So don't think that, by staying in the gym for 2-3 hours every single day, that doesn't mean that you're gonna be building more muscle. Okay, you're gonna feel, maybe better, and you're gonna feel an insane pump, but just because you get an insane pump doesn't mean you're going to be building more muscle. That's a big misconception in the fitness industry, is that, a pump equates to more muscle, and that's not really the case. Volume over time equates to building more muscle over the long term, if that makes sense. So at this point, I would assume that most people are hopefully going to follow a training program, because you're going to get the most bang for your buck over time doing this. Now, you don't have to, because the beginner gains are going to be crazy off the start. You can literally lift a pencil 100 fucking times in a row, and you're gonna build muscle, right? Because that's new to you. That's a new exercise. Same goes as if you're in the bedroom, right? If you're doing a new exercise for the first time, you're doing a new movement, the next day you're probably going to be super sore. So take that into consideration when you're doing different exercises, or if you're following a training program, because at the end of the day, you're going to be building muscle if you are being consistent. And that's the biggest thing as a beginner. Please, for the love of God, be consistent. I know it's very hard to kind of get unmotivated, especially with social media, but that's where, looking at the numbers, looking at other people's physiques, it can be a benefit in some shape or form for motivation. But at the end of the day, if that's all you're focusing on, then it's not going to be a benefit, and it's going to be detrimental to your progress over the long term, because you're going to be comparing yourself to a lot of people. So at the end of the day, guys, do what you want in terms of your training program, and if you want to go to the gym, but that's just what I've learned, from my years of lifting. I've been lifting for almost 9 years now. Hopefully you guys learned something from this video. This is just a clip of me from my last year's shred. I'm currently basically like 3 months into my bulk, and yeah, we're going to be competing next year, so it's going to be insane. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Like, sub, all that good shit. Comment if you're new as well, and also by commenting, you will be entering yourself into the giveaway like I mentioned. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys. Peace out. Love you guys.